April here, welcome back. So today is going to be a motivational Monday. So our topic is motivation. Do you have trouble staying motivated? Are you trying, like me, to figure out what it is that makes some days it's so easy to stay motivated, to stay on task, and then other days you just really cannot get motivated to do the things that you need to do or want to do? So if so, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button if you are like me and you struggle with motivation. And while you're there, don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, please, and leave me a comment that you subscribe, because I will respond to your comment because I love connecting with all of my followers. So thank you so much for that. So today's topic, like I said, is motivation. So before I get into it, I just want to take a second and tell you where I'm coming from this week. And if you follow me on social media, then you may already know that I am just having a hard time staying motivated the last 2 weeks with my writing and some other things in my life. And so whenever I have an issue like this and it's consistent, then I want to assess. I want to stop and think about what changed, why am I having trouble being motivated, and how do I fix it? And so that's exactly what I've done. And so I have a couple of tips that I want to share with you today to help you stay motivated. So the first thing is the main idea of this video. And I've never really thought about motivation in this term, but in order to stay motivated, the benefit of completing the task that you need to complete has to be more rewarding than not doing it. And so if you think about that, there is so much truth to that, because when you are not motivated to do something and you have a task, and I'm just going to use writing because I'm a writer, but this can apply to anyone on any task that they're interested in. So like, for instance, this week, I was having trouble writing and being motivated to write my novel. Not blog posts, not anything else, but just specifically my novel. When I stopped to think about it, I thought, why am I procrastinating? Why am I putting it off? Why am I not doing this? And then feeling so incredibly horrible about it. And when I came to and I did some research, and I found this idea and this truth that really stood out to me is, if you find yourself procrastinating, is your procrastinating giving you more benefit than completing the task? And that is so true, because I do get a lot of motivation and satisfaction, for instance, when that I'm a list maker, and so when I make a to-do list and I'm checking it off as I go along, and I try to do little goals. And a lot of times that helps me stay motivated because I am being successful. I'm getting that feeling of, yay, I'm making progress. But that wasn't working for me this week. So instead of writing, I was reading or doing things on social media or researching. And of course, those things were more rewarding and more beneficial than sitting down to write, because I didn't have a clear, reward. My thought for you is, you have to find a way to make the task that you're procrastinating on, that you're lacking in motivation for, you have to make it more rewarding to finish that particular task than not to do it. So if it's more rewarding to not do it, then because you're getting free time, you're not working, so that's rewarding. As people, we like rewards. It is scientifically proven that rewards are great motivators. So that is my tip for you today, is to take a look at and ask yourself, am I rewarding myself for not doing this task instead of rewarding myself for doing this task? So here are the tips, 5 real quick motivation tips. 1, make a list of rewards. These have to be things that you want. If you are drawing a blank, then there are some great, just Google it. Google can always answer you. Google can always help you. You may have to wade through a lot of crap, but you will find some things that may trigger some rewards. So make a list of a lot of different rewards that you can reward yourself for. 2, you need to take those rewards, and whenever possible, you need to make sure that you have an immediate reward. So for instance, in my situation, writing, say I write my first 30 minutes of the day, I need to reward myself right away, immediately. We're not talking long-term rewards. We're not talking when you finish this book you get. We're talking something that you can reward yourself with right away, or at the end of the day when you finish your writing. So say your goal is to finish your first 30 minutes of writing for the day and give yourself an immediate reward. So this could be something obviously small, you don't need to make it a big thing, something like go on social media, watch funny videos, just the smaller rewards for yourself. Number 3, my third tip is to put yourself on a schedule to help yourself be motivated. Give yourself, for those tasks that you really know that you're having trouble with, you need to assign it a time of day, and you need to assign it a length of time so that you can stick with that. And so therefore you have your start goal clearly defined. I'm going to do this at this time. I'm going to finish it by such and such, and then I'm going to reward myself. So number 4, need to allow yourself some flexibility. I am at home. It is summertime. I can get a lot done in my day. I would normally wrap up my writing day by 3 o'clock, time to pick up my kids and be done with it. However, it is summer and I can't have as strict a schedule. I cannot have a schedule as I did because I have children and they need me, and they're not going to stick to they're scheduled. They're pretty scheduled, but they're going to have things that are going to come up. So I have to make it flexible. I have to have a backup plan. If I can't complete a task for some reason, that isn't just me procrastinating, but an actual real flexibility issue. So build that into your day. Number 5 is the topic: remove all distractions that you can. But you can't always do that. You need to make a distraction-free environment as much as possible during the times that you need to focus on the task. But that's not always going to work. So even though you need to do that, you need to remove all the distractions that you're in control of, social media, TV, whatever it is that distracts you, your email, completely remove yourself from that during your scheduled time to complete this task, and you're much more likely to get it done. But again, back to number 4, you have to allow some flexibility on that. If you have a situation where you can't be 100% in control of that, then you need to build in extra time to do that, and have a backup plan or way to make up that time. Most of all, don't beat yourself up about it. It's going to put you in a place that isn't good. You're not feeling good. You're not going to want to complete the task if you're making yourself feel bad for not getting it completed. So I hope that those tips help you out. They've definitely helped me. I have begun implementing them as of today, right away. I do think that they're going to help. They're very similar to some things that I've done in the past, and then I just forgot about it, or I got out of the habit. That is one of the things that has created the motivation issue for me. So let me know. Do you have a problem with motivation? What do you do? What are some of the ways? Leave it in the comments below that help you relax. I really want you to leave your ideas and your thoughts below, because just like I talked about Googling different ways to reward yourself, sometimes just seeing other people, sharing how you relax might trigger something in someone else, and they might go, hey, that's right, I totally, wasn't thinking about that, and that would be something rewarding to me. So as always, leave some great stuff in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me again next time. Bye.